Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show. I am so excited to have you all here with us on this Monday morning and hope that you've had a wonderful weekend. Listen, grab your virtual seats, hustle into the studio, go up to the microphone, get ready to ask your questions, type your questions, talk to some other people in the studio audience. But let's get ready to have a great episode. I have with me today Big Zoe Butler, and I also have Sthefanie over there. How are you all today?
Hey, we're doing
good. Good. It's a great pleasure to have you all today. So we're going to have a great discussion, and you're going to learn a lot today about CMOS. What is CMOS? So we're going to be talking about that in more detail. I don't think I even know that. I didn't do that much research, so I'll learn too on this episode what CMOS is today. All right. So let me go here. We're going to go ahead and get this party started. Let's start this episode. Hi, I'm Kim Jacobs, the Balanced Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Everyone, yes, it is the Kim Jacobs Show, and I hope that you are having a fantastic day. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, so Big Zoe, you've already shared it with your friends and family too. And I am going to take a moment, everyone, to introduce you to our guest today. Now, Alonzo Butler, known as Big Zoe, he's an American heavyweight boxer. And if I'm saying anything wrong, let me know. I'm going straight from Wikipedia, everybody. But born October 30th, 1979, Chattanooga, Tennessee. And his boxing record, he can tell you more about that, but I know he's had a total of 35 fights, 30 wins, and 20 by way of knockout. So that is who you have here today is Big Zoe Butler. And then Sthefanie is his wonderful, illustrious, loving partner who is going to also be able to tell you what she brings to the wonderful world and the universe through some of the projects that they're working on together. So how are you all?
We're doing good.
Good. So what are y'all going to be talking to us about today?
Well, she's going to be talking about her CMOS, her family CMOS.
Wait, okay, so say it a little bit louder.
Her family CMOS. She's going to be talking about her family CMOS.
Okay, so talk to us, Sthefanie, about CMOS.
CMOS.
But first of all, before you talk to us about CMOS, tell us how y'all met, because we don't need to just go straight into those CMOS, right? I want to know what's making y'all be sitting right there on that sofa together. We need a lot more details on the Kim Jacobs Show, the Balanced Doctor Show. So how did y'all decide that y'all gonna balance some life together? Talk to us.
We met 17 years ago.
At a club. But
it was a gas station first.
Yeah, gas station. But she had like she couldn't speak English. So
so you faked them out. Like what language are you speaking?
I speak Spanish. Well, I'm originally from Panama, so I speak Spanish.
Oh, so but you could speak English the whole time, but you just start speaking Spanish so you could just blow them off.
Yes.
Yeah, she tried to blow me off, but the way I am, I just kept coming. I was translating through a friend.
Okay, so you actually said, no, I don't care what you're trying to brush me off, but I'm actually going to just go ahead and get a translator. That's how cute I think you are.
Yeah.
And you weren't prepared for that, were you, Sthefanie?
No, I was not.
And so when this translator started speaking to you in your Spanish language, then what happened?
It was her friend. They was playing me. So she understood me the whole time. She just kept on just saying she don't understand.
That is so crazy. So how did y'all end up speaking English for real?
They started laughing and they was playing about it. And then we just started
we became friends.
We was friends first.
For a while, yeah.
We started becoming friends, getting to know each other. Then he's really, his personality, I just love his personality. He's funny, outgoing. So that's what made me fall in love with him.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually give the studio audience, I'm going to go to a 30-second, just quick break for a second. I know what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go to one quick commercial right quick and give you all a chance to cut your volume up because the volume is too low. And so I'm not able to really hear properly. Okay. So let me go here. Everybody, hey, subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show in there. Anyway, here you go. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show.
You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
All right, everyone, we are back, and I'm letting Big Zoe and Sthefanie get some of their technical difficulties worked out back there with the volume and everything. But what I think I'm going to do is, first of all, let me just acknowledge some of my guests in the studio audience. Hello, Johanna. How are you? How are you, Paula? Shea Butter, Barb. It's a pleasure to have you all in the studio today. Good morning to you, Andrea. Good morning. Good morning, Sthefanie. I love you guys, your images that's on your profiles. Let's see. Laugh out loud. He was persistent. Yes, he was really persistent. This is too funny. My mom said, good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, everybody, tag a friend right now and let people know that not only, hey, Greg Moore, how are you today? Glad to have you here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And Greg is the owner of You Can Flip Houses Academy that he's offering right now. And I'll tell you more about that today as well. Courtney, my brother, says happy Monday to everybody. Dr. Renee Mentor says, good morning, Greg Moore. Good morning, Greg. Okay, so listen, everyone, we're going to be talking more with Big Zoe and Sthefanie as well. And yeah, I see they're still backstage working to get their camera and everything right. Let me also just introduce you to today's episode sponsor as well. Today's episode is sponsored in part by Greg Moore. YouCanFlipHouses.com. Now, Greg Moore is offering a Flipping Houses Academy, and you don't want to miss this. He's a former, well, I'll let him tell you his story, but let me go ahead and play his commercial. But you don't want to miss this opportunity to learn from this NFL of the real estate world is what he is. He's the NFL player of the real estate world on teaching people how to officially flip houses. Let's check him out now.
What's up, y'all? It's Greg Moore, founder of You Can Flip Houses Academy. Listen, I'm often asked the question, how did you get started flipping houses? Listen, I played for the Patriots in the NFL, and in the game against the Browns, I had a career-ending injury. I was devastated, but I used the money from my rookie season. I bought a house, I flipped it. Fast forward to today, and I flipped over 300 properties, man. And listen, I teach people just like you how to do the same. Join me in my academy at YouCanFlipHouses.com, and I'll see you on the inside.
All right, everyone. Listen, you definitely want to take advantage of that opportunity to learn how to flip houses through Greg Moore. I'm going to go ahead and pull Big Zoe and Sthefanie back in at this time. Give me a thumbs up backstage if y'all are ready. All right. All right. Let's see how this flows. How are you all?
Pretty good. You hear me now?
Yes. Booyah. Shannon's backstage going, yay.
Yes.
All right. now people been commenting and all kind of stuff, but I want to know, how did y'all get things to the next level once she started speaking English?
To be honest with you, I got I think they came back from Atlanta or something, and I ain't had nothing to do, and I just asked her would she go to Cotton Eye Joe's, a country club with me. So we went to a country club, and I was just sitting there. We was friends, so I was just sitting there, and I just kept looking at her. And I ain't gonna lie, I took like 3 big drinks of LITs, and I looked at it again. I said, "Would you date me?"
Oh, I don't even know what lit. What is lit?
LITs is a Long Island tea.
Oh, I said lit. You can tell what I know. Sorry. You're like, Kim, get with the times. How would I know that that's the abbreviation of Long Island tea or something?
Yeah, that's the new way to saying it. But I drank a couple of drinks, and then I looked at it again, and I just said, "Would you date me?" She said yes, and then I took another drink after that.
So now y'all been on the journey together. So you've been in the boxing world, Big Zoe, and tell us about one of your latest fights and how things are faring for you.
Well, since the last time we talked, I signed a 3-year deal with Donking, and I fight May 15th in Myrtle Beach, and I won. To show you, Kim, since I've been busy, I've won 2 world titles.
Let me put that front and center. Wait a minute. What? Look at this. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah, I got 2 belts.
That is incredible.
Yeah, so God just been using me. He changed my whole career around. So now we on the road again. So I'm about to do it.
Oh, and you got Don King. He gonna be he pretty intense. So he got you on. He gonna have you on a whirlwind, right?
Yeah. He got me on the whirlwind already. I signed with him 2 months ago. I'm already fighting May 15th for him. Then I got another fight in July sometime.
Okay. And how can people check out your fights?
I don't know if they're gonna stream it or not, but I just know May 15th I fight in Myrtle Beach.
That's awesome. And I know I was supposed to come to one of the events one time, but I was like, I don't know. I told my whole family, I'm like, y'all get ready. We're going to see some boxing. So eventually we're going to be in there supporting you when one of these events. Okay.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
I'm really excited for you. Really excited for you. Now tell us, Sthefanie, from the perspective of CMOS, we want to know what is CMOS about? And because I really think that this is going to be educational today. So talk to us.
Okay, so Cmos is a superfood plant that grows in the ocean. It grows along the rocks. So that's how it's getting its minerals from. So it's wildcrafted.
Okay. And so how do people utilize it? Does anybody else that's in the studio audience, are you familiar with CMOS? Have you been using CMOS? What are some of the things that you say that are favorable, things that you're like, I don't like this, so we can have some good hearty discussion surrounding it. So make sure you type your points in, and we'll go to what we call a flash round in a few minutes. And during that flash round, we'll address some of your comments and questions. All right. So CMOS is something you just stumbled upon, Sthefanie. How did you learn about CMOS?
He's the one that told me about it. I didn't want to, because I'm that type of person that don't like putting nothing in my body that I don't know of, or a lot of people sell stuff that don't really work. So he's the one that told me about it, and I've tried it and I love it. It works.
Wow. Okay. So let's talk about, Greg Moore said, what are the benefits of CMOS? That's one of the questions from the studio audience.
Well, for me, the benefits was when I took CMOS, the benefit was I had more energy when I wake up in the morning. My joints don't hurt no. Like I had bad elbows from boxing, and my joints don't hurt no more. And my health, is good. I feel good. You wake up. I wake up alert now. You know what I mean? And a lot of good stuff. A lot of good benefits. You know what I mean?
Energy.
Yeah,
definitely get a lot of energy.
You're getting all your vitamins. And like I said, CMOS is the best thing in the world to take because it's from God. I can't say nothing else. You know what I mean? Just we don't do nothing to it. It's just it's God. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying.
And how are you taking it? All right, like how is it a pill or is it just?
No, I make the gel. It's a gel supplement. So you take the gel, you take about 1 to 2 tablespoons a day. You can add it. A lot of people don't like it because it's the thick texture, or they don't like the taste because it's like a seaweed taste. So what I do with mine, I usually put it in my smoothies. With my kids, I put it in my kids. They take applesauce. They eat applesauce. So I just put it in the applesauce. It blend it in. They can't even taste it.
Wow. Okay, my brother Courtney, he said that he's used it before, but he's still trying to figure out how to use it because of the taste. He was telling me before that he's trying to figure out how to be able to tolerate it.
Yeah, smoothies. You can put it in your orange juice. Juice is any type of juice that you're drinking. Some people had put it in their coffees, oatmeal. I even tried it in my homemade soup. I put it in there. You can't even taste it.
To tell Courtney, he got to man up. He just got to.
Courtney, he said you got to.
That's how I take it. That's how I take a spoon. I go boom, then I chase it down with some alkaline water.
Wow, that's interesting. Where can people get more information about Cmos? Because I know I hadn't even heard of this, so I wasn't familiar with it. But where can people get more information about it from you all?
Well, I've got a Facebook. They can go under Sthefanie Cmos.
They got to put at Sthefanie Cmos.
Yeah.
Shannon, type that for me. At Sthefanie Cmos, like FANNIE.
Yes, that's Cmos.
And that's where your Facebook page?
Yeah, that's Facebook page. Yeah.
Okay, so at Sthefanie Cmos on Facebook is where you all can go to learn more information about Cmos. And Sthefanie is here saying that she gives this to her children, to her boyfriend. This is stuff that she puts in her own body, and they've seen the benefits from it being where they have more energy, more. What else do you have? Less pain in your joints.
Well, the inflammation in my elbows went down. Usually, I was taking shots for my elbow, but now I ain't took no shots in like about 6 months, and I'm doing push-ups again.
Oh wow. Okay, and Johanna says that hair, nails. She said, and she's diabetic, allergies, enhancement, sex life, 92 nutritional values. So she must be familiar with it as well.
Yeah, she's familiar with it, but with hers not like. She take 92. We got 102.
Yeah, so, you add in the bladderwrack and burdock root, that adds up to the 102 minerals that your body needs.
So
these are additional things that you're adding to the already.
Yeah, we make it. It's not just regular Cmos. We make it 102. So it's like burdock root and bladderwrack, and the burdock root and bladderwrack cleanses the blood of any metals and stuff like that. So.
And how did you all come into so I understand, because again, this show is about how people are balancing different aspects of their lives, and they're managing things, juggling aspects of their lives with their families, their children. And so I think this is extremely educational. And a lot of us that are watching, we have children, but I don't, like you said, Sthefanie, I don't want to give my children something that I don't know about myself. So how did you find out about this?
She found out about through me.
How did you find out about
it? New York, it's really big. They're big on Cmos. Like everywhere you go, like if you go to like the smoothie or
stores,
the
Caribbean
juice,
shops, they all got Cmos juice. Everybody was on Cmos when I went up there, and I didn't know what Cmos was, and I was up there training. After we get through training, we go get Cmos, and I seen the benefits of Cmos and what it was doing for me. And I came back home to her, and I was just like, hey, let's start this Cmos. She didn't know nothing about it. Then I got her on it. And then I got a guy in New York that sent me the real Cmos, and I started going from there. A Caribbean guy showed me how to make it, and we just started. We got an LLC, and we just started going in that way.
Excuse me. Wow. Okay. And so now this is a real thriving business for you, and you all actually make it into gel, different forms. Do you put it in other forms too, other than just gel?
Well, she about to start making the soap, the Cmos soap.
I'm about to do the soaps.
Because the soaps, the Cmos is good for the skin. Like my skin, like it just bring life back to you. You know what I mean? Like I said, it lets you glow. Now I'm just telling you.
So that's why you glowing, Big Zoe. It's the last time
But
you're like, see, man, you should have told me your secret.
I look better than last time you seen me. You know, like I say about 2 years ago, when nobody know about the COVID, I think it was COVID. I had COVID. I was in ICU for 3 weeks, and I was on the breathing machine and everything. And I like I said, I started taking the CMOS, and I took myself off of the blood thinners. They said I was borderline diabetic. I'm not that no more. My blood pressure been good. I don't got high blood pressure, and I'm just saying that, you know, it's just something like, you know, not getting all religious and stuff. And I'm just like, if you believe in God, you believe in His medicine before you believe in the man medicine. You know what I mean? So now, like, people been around me with COVID or whatever. I never caught it. She never caught it, and my kids never caught it. And it's like,
Thank God.
you know, just thank God. And it's like, and I walk around without my mask, and I've been a lot of places, and I just believe in God. You know what I mean? I don't believe in the man vaccine. You know what I mean? I'm not dissing nobody that go take the vaccine, but I feel like I study a lot of Dr. Sebi, and he was talking about God did this, God did that. This is God plan. And I trust God. So, you know, this here I'm standing, I'm strong. I won 2 belts. You know what I mean? I got tested for COVID, and I've been around a lot of people, Miss Kim Jacobs. I've been around a lot of people, and I haven't caught it. And I'm not saying it's because of the CMOS, but I think the CMOS got a lot to do with it.
That's a blessing, a tremendous blessing. So listen, everyone, we're talking with Big Zo Butler, and he is a heavyweight champion type of person here. Done got 2 belts that he just showed us, and he now signed with Donking recently and is getting ready to go on a major ride with his boxing career. But then he also wanted to introduce you all today to CMOS, him and Sthefanie. And Sthefanie is pioneering this project because I know he could be the boss of his boxing world, but I think I'm hearing that Sthefanie is the boss of the CMOS world, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, don't start speaking Spanish on me up here saying, look, I don't know what you know, you better get this right, Kim, right? So today, Sthefanie is introducing us to a product that's revolutionary, that really has helped her and her family unit, and want to share it here on the Kim Jacobs Show. So we're going to be learning even more from Sthefanie and Big Zo. Lots of comments and questions have come in, and we're going to be actually taking a quick break and then coming back to answer those questions. So everyone, go ahead and keep your questions coming. During our last 15 minutes of our show, they're going to get a chance to answer some very specific questions for you. Let me see. Maybe I have like about 2 minutes to go through just a couple of things here, but we're going to stop and then come back as well. Remember, on May 15th in Myrtle Beach, Big Zo Butler will be fighting, and he's now contracted with Donking. So just got his belt there and ready to take the world by storm. So there you have it. Let's see. Courtney said, congratulations to you. My mom said, congratulations. What are the benefits? We talked about that. And Courtney said he's used it. Then Sthefanie said she's not familiar with it, but she's obviously learning a lot today from you all. Courtney said, I did have it in juice before, but I had to palate it. He said, I got to try to do it better. You got to do better. He's not doing it well enough. So Joanna says she's drinking her coffee with her CMOS smoothie. She has soap, and everybody in my family takes CMOS.
Yes.
And then somebody asked the question, do you follow Dr. Sebi?
Yeah, I follow Dr. Sebi a lot. I do a lot of studies on him, and I just know he was the man of God, so that's all I need to know about it. You know, he's my brother.
Okay. Well, that's really good. Really good. I have bladder rack burdock as well. So this is a believer in what you're talking about here.
Yeah, she know what we talk. We on the same level.
Oh, good. Okay. Althea says, happy Monday. I know a lot of people here in Jamaica that use it as well.
Yeah, that's where my guy from. So yeah.
So you have Jamaica in the house here today, in the studio audience. Kim Jacobs Show. Welcome, Althea. Let's see. Courtney is asking one of the other studio audience members, are you familiar with this? So now they're in the studio audience talking to each other. Okay. All right. And then tagging some people. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. All right, everybody. So what we're going to do, Pepper Williams, you use CMOS. So, okay, great job, Courtney. Keep it going. All the conversation. Enjoy yourself in the studio audience. No problem. And I do want to get this comment on, and then we're going to go to a commercial break. 102 nutritional values. I have bladders, rack, sour soap. Is this stuff that she does?
Yeah, that's the stuff she do. Yeah.
This is different than what you all. Is her company the same as yours?
No, we got different companies.
Okay. All right.
It's all love though. We support each other, so it's all
good. Okay, so you all can learn too how to support Johanna Camp, and her details are in the comments section. We're also going to make sure that we put up all of the information right here that you can use to be able to support Big Zoe and Sthefanie. And here it is right here, so that way everybody has it right in the comments section. Wait a minute. I'm gonna put that up right now. Then we're gonna go and transition to a segment with Attorney Everidge. Okay, so go right to Facebook and you're gonna go to Fanny's Cmos, right?
Yes.
This is the link for you to click on to go directly to Sthefanie and Big Zoe's Cmos company. You can purchase the products from there. And stay tuned because we're going to be talking more with Big Zoe and Sthefanie when we return back. Right now, we're transitioning because I want to give you a chance to talk with Attorney Charles Everidge, and we call this Attorney Everidge's Corner. He comes in during our regularly scheduled programming, and he's going to be talking to us today about how to deal with a wrongful death suit. So let's take this commercial break. I'm going to put you guys backstage for a few minutes, Big Zoe, and I'm going to bring you on, Attorney Everidge, and cut your volume down because it's a little echoey. And we're going to take a quick commercial break to learn more about our episode sponsor, Attorney Charles Everidge with Hunter Everidge Law Firm. When we come back, you're going to hear right from Attorney Everidge.
When someone has lost a loved one, they want to know what exactly happened. They want to know, is the other person going to be held responsible? And they want closure. At Hunter and Everidge, we help clients that have lost a loved one move on, and to do that with dignity and respect that they deserve.
All right, everyone. We are here with Attorney Charles Everidge for Everidge Corner, Attorney's Corner, and welcome, Attorney Charles Everidge. How are you today?
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Kim, and thank you, the Kim Jacobs family. Great show.
Thank you. So, Attorney Everidge, listen, everyone, if you have a legal question, this is a great opportunity for you to pop it in right now and have him answer it. Today, Attorney Everidge, I wanted to talk with you about, like, if a loved one dies in an accident or you feel someone else is at fault for the accident, what kind of legal advice would you give my listeners today, my viewers today, that could help them in this journey?
And we represent families in this situation a lot. You're going through the grieving process, you're planning a funeral, you're making a substantial life change because someone that is a part of your family isn't there yet. Right. So you need legal representation to find out, what your rights are, how to go about the next steps, whether it's a car accident or medical malpractice or an on-the-job accident. Every situation is different, but you do need a representation, and we help families with that.
Excellent. And so sometimes I know when people have reached out to me, especially with us having some attorneys as our sponsors, they want to know, well, what do we reach out to them about? So everyone that's watching today in the studio audience, if you have questions pertaining to like Social Security, disability, wrongful death, different workers' compensation, go ahead and type the questions in right now while he's here on the screen, because he might be able to answer.
Glad to help people. And with the wrongful death case, it is very serious, and the rules are slightly different. You only have 2 years in the state of North Carolina to bring an action. So it's important, to get an attorney involved. If it's a car accident, a lot of people think, well, the insurance company just called me and they admitted fault and they said they're going to pay X amount of money. I should just go ahead and accept that. But, well, have you looked at all of the insurance coverages? There may be multiple coverages involving not only the vehicle that was at fault, but the vehicle that your family member was in. You're a member of the same household could have a vehicle that could provide coverage that wasn't even involved in the accident. So we look at all those issues and help families through that process.
Wow, that's really good to know. Let's see, someone asked a question and it says, my mother was in the hospital and got the virus and died in Virginia. Is that wrongful death type of thing?
Well, it depends. You know, with medical malpractice cases, you have to look at the standard of care and what treatment was given or not given. You know, the loss of life is always tragic. As far as with medical malpractice cases, if you can, try and have an autopsy performed, you know, because an autopsy is going to go in detail as far as the cause of death. But whenever you have a medical malpractice case, you have to set up an estate. Only the estate can request medical records. A lot of family members come in and they say, well, I was my mother's power of attorney. I should be able to get the records. Well, that power of attorney expires upon death. At the courthouse, you have to set up an estate, have someone appointed as administrator, and we walk families through that and look at all of the medical records first before determining whether there is an action there for medical malpractice.
Wow. So just as a recap, he's saying to definitely do an autopsy also if you can, and then also make sure that you get some type of estate set up.
Yeah, unfortunately, when we don't have a loved one present, they don't have the ability to file suit. Only their estate can file suit, and only their estate or the administrator of that estate can request the medical records that are needed. So.
Okay, wow. Okay, so you have to set up an estate to get the autopsy.
And we help clients with that. We don't. Some law firms will say, "Well, set up an estate first and then come back to us." And we know that most people don't have that ability. We have all the forms. We take care of it for them because that's just the right thing to do.
Okay, wow. Okay, this is really informative. Okay, let's see here. So you have to set up an estate and everything to get the autopsy, but Attorney Everidge's office can help you set up an estate. So keep that in mind. So some more questions came in. Let's see.
And let me just correct something. To get the medical records, you need an estate to set as the administrator. To request an autopsy, a family member can do that without an estate. Now, there are some costs involved in paying for that autopsy, but just
interesting. And Johanna says, I have proof. And so Johanna will definitely give you the way.
And if you could, I can provide you my number, and we have a Richmond office as well as the Charlotte office. And I'd love to talk with you, Ms. Camp. You don't have to give us your number online in front of everyone, but
right. Here's their number. Here's their number, Ms. Camp, is 704-377-9157. And make sure that you can even inbox him as well, right, on Facebook. Just go to
on Facebook and LinkedIn and a bunch of things. Yeah.
Okay, and make sure you let him know that you saw him on the Kim Jacobs Show and talked to him about your personal case. Okay. Also, let's see, some other comments came in, and I want to make sure that while they're asking questions during your time, I get a chance to get those answered. So you have all of your mother's medical records. Okay, good. Stephanie is another one of our studio audience members. She says, do you deal with homicide cases?
Well, not with homicide cases specifically. With a criminal case, the district attorney is going to be the prosecuting attorney that's going to handle that. But sometimes, there have been, civil actions that stem from a homicide. We've had cases where security at a store used lethal force against an individual. And that is going to be both a criminal case, it's going to be handled by the DA, but we're also suing the store and the employer of that security guard because they used excessive force, causing that person's death. So,
Wow. Okay. And so, what if a person is feeling too overwhelmed and they're dealing with the grief of their family member, but they're also knowing that something wrong happened? What advice do you give in that situation?
And that happens often. You know, a spouse, you know, they usually tend to be older and they're more grief stricken, and they may say, well, my husband died, but I can't, you know, I'm not in the position emotionally to take care of investigating this and hiring an attorney, but I want my daughter or my son to be the administrator of the estate, to you know, work with you, Attorney Everidge. And that happens all the time. It doesn't change who is the beneficiaries, but anyone, you know, with the family's permission, with the next of kin's permission, can be appointed as the administrator, and that happens frequently.
That's really good to know. Okay. I mean, you've answered some really great questions here, and I can see that you all as a studio audience members have also had some good questions as well. Make sure that you reach out to Attorney Everidge at 704-377-9157. And if they are in the Richmond area, can they still just call you and then you'll get them to the Richmond location?
We have a Richmond number there. I don't know it off the top of my head.
That's okay. Just call this office.
Call this number and we'll forward you to the Richmond. Definitely.
Excellent. And it's Attorney Hunter that's in the Richmond location.
Yeah, Horace Hunter, yes.
So if you are calling into Richmond, still let them know that you heard about them on the Kim Jacobs Show, and Attorney Hunter there and Attorney Everidge in Charlotte is who you'll be connecting with. And now, as far as like who can actually file the wrongful death suit, I did want to just dive into that a few more seconds.
Okay. The person that files the wrongful death suit is the administrator of the estate. Okay. So in some states, you hear them referred to as a personal representative or the administrator. And so that doesn't mean that they get all the money or anything. They're just the person that's representing the family in the estate. And sometimes it's the heir, sometimes it's a non-heir. Whether or not the person has a will or doesn't have a will doesn't matter. In North Carolina, the state sets out who the wrongful death proceeds go to, and they go to the next of kin, whether the person has a spouse, and then the next of kin after that is children. If they don't have any children, parents. If they don't have children, parents, or spouse, then it goes to siblings. So we're very used to handling that.
Excellent. Well, all of the points that Attorney Everidge made today are typed in the comment section. So the person that can file the wrongful lawsuit is the admin of the estate, according to Attorney Charles Everidge. And if you all have any further questions, make sure that you take a moment to call his office, and his team will be happy to assist you. 704-377-9157. You can also reach him on LinkedIn or Facebook and social media outlets at Hunter and Everidge, and put the and sign and Everidge, and you'll be able to connect with him. Any closing comments?
Yeah, one quick point, and I know a lot of people don't like lawsuits and they can't imagine going to court over that. And just because you hire an attorney doesn't mean that you're going to court. I had a wrongful death case up in Wake County in Raleigh. We got it settled prior to filing suit. The hospital wanted it to be court approved, and we had the court approval hearing. Normally we had to go before a judge, but we did it through video conference due to COVID. Mm-hmm. So the widower and the daughter did it through video conference, and we're glad we were able to get a favorable outcome without them having to go through the trauma and anxiety of a courtroom proceeding.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So, Attorney Charles Everidge, thank you so much for being here with us today. During this Attorney Everidge, we're calling this Attorney Everidge's Corner. Attorney's Corner is what this is.
I appreciate the opportunity. I really do.
Thank you. And Stephanie, she said to you, thank you so much for the information, Attorney Everett.
And Stephanie, if you want to give me a call after the fact and just talk to me about the circumstances involved in your matter, I can, further advise you. Okay.
Okay. Well, there you have it, everyone. I am going to let you go on with your day, Attorney Everett. So thank you for being here. And we're going to transition back to Big Zoe and to Stephanie right after this commercial break.
I'm attorney Charles Everidge. I started out representing insurance companies until my father was seriously injured at work. 4 of his fingers were amputated. Our family went through a lot, so I know what you're going through as an injured worker. If you've been hurt on the job, call me now. I'll fight to get the workers' comp benefits you may deserve. I'll fight for you like family. Put my experience to work for you. Call 704-457-5000, the first call for injured workers.
Everyone, we are back with Big Zoe and Stephanie. How are you all?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Good. Okay. So lots of thoughts and questions about CMOS. And at the end of the day, I'm trying to make sure that people understand what the main benefits are from your perspective as to why you're saying, come on, everybody, jump on board the CMOS world.
You want me?
Well, we have reviews on our page also where people have tried it and they were amazed on how they were feeling about your friend.
Yeah, we got one of my.
Oh, this is Fannie Mae, the Fannie Mae.
Fannie CMOS.
Yeah,
Okay, let me pull that. I'm gonna pull that page up myself, actually. Okay, but go ahead.
And,
keep talking until I pull it up.
Yeah, we got one of my friends. He had a guy that needed some help. He ain't been out of bed for a whole year, and I gave him the Fannie CMOS. I gave him some CMOS, and he started taking it. And I say about the 4 or 5 days of taking it, he started feeling good. He was up washing the car, moving around. He ain't been out the bed for a year. So,
oh my goodness, let's go to the page. I'm gonna go over to the page, and y'all kind of walk us through. Okay.
There's a lot of comments on there. I just you can read all of them positive.
Let's go at least so people know where to go. Oh, so is this is what this looks like, the CMOS?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the raw form.
And so where do you go, and you go to certain areas to get it and pluck it? Yeah. I don't want to be, I'm trying to figure out how do you retrieve it?
My guy, he get it over I think he get it Jamaica in the Caribbean area. And he sends it. He sends it to me, and I make it. Well, she makes it.
Excellent. Yeah, don't be trying to take. You can have your belts, Big Zoe.
Yeah.
Make it. It's Stephanie.
I bagged her real quick. I said, "No, she makes it."
Yeah, I bet. I'm like, you better get those brownie points for. Okay, so this is what it looks like, Stephanie. Talk to us. I'm just going to scroll through the page. Tell us what we're looking at here.
Okay, that's the CMOS gel. That's the 16 ounce that we sell. That's the purple, because we have purple CMOS and the Irish CMOS. The Irish is the gold.
Okay, and so where are some of the testimonials and things people will be able to go to?
You got to scroll up and go to reviews or something.
Okay, so right under reviews here is where you'll see. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
CMOS changed my energy level is up, and I really just overall good. When I forget to take it, I'm sluggish and really don't have energy. It has curbed my appetite too. I don't eat as much as I used to, according to Angel Pruitt. And Naomi says, I'm on my 3rd day of Fannie CMOS and can feel the change in my body. Each day I felt less hungry and more full. So it's kind of like a weight loss supplement too.
Yeah.
Yes, it's also a weight loss.
Yeah,
it suppresses your appetite. Yeah.
Wow. My energy is building up and I'm feeling mentally better. In the 3 days that I've been taking CMOS, I definitely feel the change, and I am super happy with it. Fannie CMOS is great. What's that beeping noise?
That's me.
Somebody's over here cooking.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, I'm just looking around like, I don't know what's happening. Okay. Also, they are very professional in what they do. Would definitely recommend Fannie CMOS to anyone. I can't wait for more results. Okay. And then somebody said, this stuff is amazing. I'll be the first to say that I never buy into hype, but the benefits that I've seen in my own life have been unreal. For starters, I've been taking this for almost 4 weeks now, and this is what I've noticed. Within 5 days, I lost 3 pounds. What? Okay. Instead of being tired, I never went to bed. Plus, I can no longer just stay in bed. I have to wake up early, and I'm fully alive from the time I get to the get-go. This will, and it's a whole bunch of, oh my goodness. Okay, so
Yes,
lots
it gives
of
me
great.
so much energy.
Wow. Okay.
I have 3
Yeah, I tell you.
kids, and I need all the energy I can get.
This is really interesting. I'm excited about this. Okay.
Yeah,
So
we'll send you one, Kim. We'll send you one.
Okay, and I will try it. Actually, I'll and I have a son.
I appreciate it.
My son, he actually has some stuff going on with his knees right now. He's been working out. He's lost a lot of weight and stuff, but he has some pain down in the lower part of his shin area.
Yeah, he gonna love it then. He gonna love it. I can testify that because I had bad elbows. My elbows do not hurt no more.
Wow. I can't wait. I can't wait to try it. So everybody, Kim, I'm the balance doctor, gonna try it. And I'll definitely tell you my feedback as well. Any let's go to some of the studio audience comments or questions that they may have. Let's see. Okay. I think we addressed a lot of the comments before, but what else do you want to tell us that you think would be good for us to know? Because we're new. The people that are tuning into this episode, we're newbies to it. So talk to us.
I just think everybody should give Cmos a try. It ain't got to be Fanny Cmos, but we'd like you to get Fanny Cmos. But it ain't got to be Fanny Cmos. But I think Cmos is the best thing. And like Dr. Sabi said, they tell us that we can get calcium from milk, and no, you can get it from Cmos. You know what I mean? And you ain't got to drink milk. And I feel like milk. I think milk is bad, just to be honest with you, but you know what I mean? I'm just a believer in Fanny Cmos, Fanny Cmos now, but it's just good for the bones, man. It make the bones strong. So,
Get strength.
yeah, after I seen Dr. Sabi drop down on his knees and pop back up, I said, man, I need what he got.
Excellent. And what's like the average cost of a jar of this Cmos?
For you, no, I'm just messing with you.
Usually it's $25 for the.
Okay, that's not bad.
Which it usually lasts up to 30 days. You just gotta make sure you keep it in the refrigerate it. But you can also freeze it, and it'll last up to 3 months in the freezer.
Oh wow! And so, are you all looking to have Fanny Cmos into retail chains, or what's your goal with it?
We getting into the stores. We spreading out. We in New Mexico. If you would have looked down there, I had Eddie Winslow. That's one of my good friends, Eddie Winslow. Darius McCray. I just call him Eddie Winslow because that's what everybody know him by. But Darius McCray is one of my good friends, and he's big on Fanny Cmos, and he tell everybody we not playing, we stand. So that's his slogan. And I got Eddie. I sent out to California. I sent out to Texas. And again, we'll try to get in the stores, but you got to get FDA approved, and that's a lot of money.
Right.
So, but we getting into like moms and pops, and then we getting in herbal stores. We real big in herbal stores right now in the Chattanooga area.
Well, goodness well, if you get Donking on endorsing, it's all she wrote, right?
Yeah, but Don King can't get all my money.
He can't get all your money. That's so funny. You like Kim? We're gonna keep him in boxing.
She ain't gonna let him get the money.
That's so funny. Every time I get ready to drink from my mug, I want to remind y'all I do have TheKimjacobsshow.com merchandise. So I watch the Kim Jacobs Show. I also have I Am a Motherdreamer merchandise. So make sure y'all check that out. I'm just drinking some water for real right now.
But I just think everybody should get Cmos, and it's good for kids. And if you're not trying to be sick, I say take it.
That's right. Good. I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be.
But just with the COVID stuff, it's just like us as people that we just need to get educated. You know what I mean? And everything it's an alkaline. So the Cmos is an alkaline. So anything that's in the alkaline, if you got an alkaline environment, if your body's an alkaline environment, no virus can survive in an alkaline environment.
Wow.
Nobody,
Okay.
and that's a proven fact. So
That's good. Now, if you have shellfish allergies, are you allowed to take CMOS or no?
yeah, you can take it. It ain't got nothing to do with shellfish. It's a plant.
It's a plant.
It's a
Plant
base.
that's growing in the ocean.
Plant-based
Yeah,
situation.
It's
Okay.
not fish. Yeah.
it's
And
vegan.
another
It's vegan.
question that
It's
someone
vegan.
asked was, if you're breastfeeding, can you take?
It's good for
Yes.
breastfeeding. It enhances it. It enhances it.
Okay. This is really good. Y'all are answering a lot of questions. Any more questions? Okay. Johanna says she supports you on Facebook.
Thank you, Jenna. We
Thank
support you
you.
too.
Thank you.
Okay.
We can trade
Mackenzie
too.
asked,
We can trade too. So
oh, that's awesome. And Mackenzie, you answered her question. And let's see, I have gold, purple, chlorophyll, spectrum, all three. I lost 40 pounds in 2 months. No more pain at all. Excellent. Okay, so people want to know, how do they order from you?
you can go to Fantasy Mouse and she take the orders by person. Like soon you put the order in, it'll be shipped out that day or the next day.
Wow. So right on the Facebook page is just is a
just
button that you can click.
just inbox, and she answers all the time. She ain't, y'all women stay by y'all phone, so she's on the phone.
Hey, just tread lightly, Big Zo. Tread lightly. Unless you want one of your KOs to be by Stephanie over there.
Right. I'm be knocking him out.
I'm trying to dog pedal right now. I'm a dog pedal.
That's funny. Okay. So, you done told us about CMOS. Tell us about your family. Tell us about some other things that you can just share with us outside of CMOS.
Well, outside of CMOS,
we've got 3 kids, beautiful kids, 2 girls and 1 boy. We've got our oldest is 17, already driving. So I'm a little nervous with her driving, but she's doing pretty good.
Awesome.
She's an elite student. She make all
she's
A's.
An honors, yeah.
Got a 3.8. So
excellent.
Yeah,
so see, now I gotta connect y'all. I gotta connect y'all with my friend Sean. She does scholarships, and
yes.
she doesn't. She is not free. Don't everybody. She be like Kim, but it's worth it. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
It is incredibly rewarding for the student to be able to walk away with these different scholarships, especially if they have academic success in different regards. And she's personally helped my son, who's in college as well. He's gotten, I think, about like $20,000 worth of scholarships because he's been able to follow her platform in which she's sharing and teaching.
Yeah, we need that. If you share that with us, that'd be cool.
I'm definitely going to connect you all. Now, with children overall, what advice would you give Big Zo from a perspective of boxing and physical fitness? And then Sthefanie, I want to have the same question answered by you from an entrepreneurial perspective as well. And as a mother, what advice would you give young people that have goals and dreams and that would like to see them become a reality? And Sthefanie, what advice would you give to like mothers out here that are like, I have a Motherdreamer movement, so I'm going to invite you to that too, to be able to talk to some of the mothers. But what advice would you give to mothers that are like, oh man, I got to put my stuff on the back burner because I'm raising my family? So answer those for me.
Well, for me, I don't feel like a parent should put themselves on the back burner. And then, first of all, you got to give God all the glory, and God will lead you the right way. And two, with me, just like with boxing and my kids, I just tell them, the outside, the world. I grew up in poverty and the projects and stuff. I'm from the projects. You'll never know, but I'm from the projects. But I
would know because I can tell sometimes when like 757, I'd be like, so you sure you're not from 757? Because I can tell. But go ahead. Maybe other people can't tell, but when you from there, you like, I know from there when I see from there. I don't care how much makeup we put on, how much whatever. I'm like, no, we from there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm proud to be where I'm from. It just taught me a lot, and I just try to put that in my son. Just being a black father and raising a black son. We're a mixed son, but still black. But just raising him and just showing him the right from wrong, and just not lead him to the he like listening to rap music and stuff like that, and I just tell him that's a fake life. That's not real life. So I said morals. He see me out here helping her sell Cmos. He see me out here. I might cook meals on Sunday and just make money or something. So now he said, Dad, hey, you know, 11 years old. He said, buy me a lawnmower. I said, what you gonna do? He said, I'm tired of asking you for money. I'm gonna go out here and make my own money. So he go out and cut grass and make his own money.
Aww.
Yeah.
So young people can do anything. It's just starting somewhere.
Hey, I just say if you put your mind into it, and you know, like me and you know, like just get raised how we've been raised. It's like our family. Like my dad always, you gotta work, you gotta work, you gotta work, you gotta go to work. Instead of saying, hey, you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. That's just the old way of thinking. This is the new generation, and I'm thinking, like I told my dad, I want to be an entrepreneur. I'm not gonna go work for somebody and listen to, and take. You know, it ain't no problem working with for people, but I just felt like I was an entrepreneur from the start. If it makes sense to you, you know what I mean?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like I need to be out there, you know, slaving and doing like this, because that's just the old way. And I feel like if we in America and I got a chance, I can go out and do anything else anybody else can do.
That's good. Good. So believing in the dream and going after it because you deserve it too.
You got to
Just
speak it. You got to speak. You got to speak it. You got to speak it in existence. And I really believe in that. Like if I say, hey, I'm going to go get me an S550, I'm going to go get me an S550, you know?
I believe that. I believe in that whole philosophy. Okay. And tell us your closing comments, Sthefanie.
Well, with my two girls, with my, you know, all three kids are different. So you always, with me, I'm always trying to let them set goals into what they want in life. Mm-hmm. So with my oldest daughter, she was, she didn't want much. She's very chill, calm. So she was like, Mom, look, I want to go to college. I want to become a doctor. I'm like, you can do it. Do it. You're smart enough to do what you want. So set your goals and do what you want. So now she's like, you know, Mom, I can do this. So she's out there doing what she wants and stuff. And then she can graduate early next year. But she was like, Mom, look, I want to finish my clinicals and then I want to go ahead and go straight into college. So awesome. You just got to make sure you give your kids attention and, you know, give it all you can and stuff. Because, you know, you as a mother, you're always busy.
That's right. Really good advice, you all. Listen, everyone, we've been talking today with Big Zo Butler and Sthefanie, and together they have made some wonderful strides between their belt and CMOS. So
can I say one more thing?
Yes.
And just being a black man, I just feel like us black men, we need to, you know, up like just reward our women and just show them that we behind them the whole time and just, you know, step up to the plate, like support them, you know what I mean? Like, so the original plan was when she started Fantasy Cmos, you know what I mean? I helped her start Fantasy Cmos, but what the plan was I wanted her to be independent sound on her own.
Right.
And so I feel like if you love somebody, you care about somebody, you should put them in position to make their own money. And that's what she did. She took the ball and ran with it. And now she got an LLC. And I just feel like every man should be behind a woman every time, you know what I mean? Just uplift their women, you know what I mean? Like instead of portraying our women like in the rap songs, like how they just down on our women. And I just don't think that's cool no more. At first I thought it was cool because I like rap music, but just downgrading our women, we just need to, it's time for us to uplift our women.
Well, I am so honored that you're uplifting your woman right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And you all heard it directly from Big Zo Butler that we need to support and uplift and honor our women, not fight them in any way, shape, or form or belittle them, but to be able to uplift women. And so thank you so much for being here today to share some of your story and some of your new accomplishments since you've been on the show the last time. So yay, yay, yay. Okay, everybody. This has been wonderful. I've enjoyed myself, and I encourage you all again to subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show. If you have not already taken a moment to do that right on YouTube. And all you have to do is go to the Kim Jacobs Show, hit that subscribe button, and then make sure you turn on your notification bell to all. And you'll be right here in the studio audience every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let me see. Yeah. Thank you so much. I can see y'all backstage putting these comments in. Thank you. I really appreciate you both. Okay, let's see. So make sure you take a moment. Hey, Big Zoe and Sthefanie, if y'all can encourage people to subscribe, I'd appreciate it.
Hey, subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show. Hey, she shows a lot of love. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I hope that you get many more belts under your belt because working with Donking, I believe you will. I believe it's going to happen. Oh, Mother Lofton said, helpful information and wholesome advice from your guest today. Thank you so much, Mother Lofton, for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, this is some great information. I'm going to try the CMOS, and so I can't wait to get it.
We're going to send you one out. Shannon tried it. She loved it now, so, you know.
She's backstage going.
Yeah,
I can see her back there.
She came and got her some CMOS, so she liked it, so.
Well, good. I love having guests that come on and educate us and everything, something different than what I would even know.
When we send a CMOS, you got to take a picture with it. So.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a picture. Now I'm not a faker, so it's hard. I can't. What am I? You got to tell me specifically what to put it in so I can tolerate it, right?
Whatever you like. I tell you, I go whoop.
I'm not listening to you then. So how do I put my hand up there towards your face?
The smoothie is the best way to do it in because you cannot taste it. I
can send you tips and smoothie tips.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna take my tips from Sthefanie in this case, okay? Because you told me you can send some tips, Sthefanie. I need you to tell me how you're able to like palate this, okay?
One scoop and boom and boom.
Not hard.
You can do it in your hair.
Oh yeah, it's good. I forgot to tell you, it's good for your face. It's real good.
For your hair.
Yeah, you put it in your hair too, so it's good.
Yes.
Well, if it gets you looking anything like Stephanie's looking over there, then I'm sure people will be slapping it all on it. Like, come on, bring it on. She's beautiful. Bring it on. Put it on your arms.
I thought you were talking about me for a minute.
Oh, you are glowing. We talked about that already since I didn't call you last. All right, everybody, listen, tomorrow, I want y'all to know in advance that tomorrow we're going to be having in the studio audience a young lady that's all the way from Hawaii. So make sure that you all are here in your virtual seat. She's going to be talking about the importance of listening to your body. Karen Speed will be right here as an entrepreneur in health and fitness right here on the Kim Jacobs Show at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I cannot tell you what time that is in Hawaii time. So she's going to be right here, though, virtually and sharing her story. Listen to your body. Your body's speaking to you. Don't you want to know what her body was saying to her at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time? And the final closeout comments I'll make is if you have not registered for our 4 or 8 week masterclasses that teaches you how to start your own show from scratch. Many people have joined in on our classes to be able to learn, how do I start my own talk show, Kim? How do I improve my presentation skills online? So if you're interested in learning how to be a part of the 4 or the 8 week masterclass, all you have to do is what's going to be happening here. Go to TheKimJacobssConsulting.com to learn more. Thank you so much, Big Zoe. And thank you so much, Sthefanie, for being with us today. All right, everybody, have a great day. And I'll close out on this quick commercial. Stay backstage, y'all. All right, bye-bye. Hey, everyone, I'm Kim Jacobs, and I'm so excited to go on this journey with you. You and I are going to have a great time as you go through this course on how to create your own online show from scratch. Everything that you need to know from A to Z, everything that I know anyway, I'm going to pour it into you. We're going to have a great time talking about what should your show even be called? Who's going to be your guest? How do you identify your target audience? How do you be able to get your studio audience engaged? What type of lighting should you use? All kinds of things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the different platforms that you should use.